Hi there everybody, Ricky Tang here. Now today is an exciting day because last week I got hold of my new GoPro Hero 9 action camera, and this week I was lucky enough to order the Max lens mod. Now GoPro have very limited stocks of this new lens, which is here, and whenever they come into stock, which is around about once a week, they disappear in about an hour. Well, I was lucky enough earlier this week to get one ordered. It's arrived today, so let's get it unboxed and fit it to my GoPro. Cool. So here we are, one Max lens mod box. Let's get that opened. Nice. Hopefully you'll open up from this side as well. Yes, you will. Out you come. Limited lifetime warranty. User guide. Well, there's not much to it, although it might make suggestions about what settings to use on the GoPro with the mod. I've got an idea of what those settings are, so we'll see. There he is in the box. Oh, just I turned the box up and then it fell into my hand anyway. Tiny cleaning cloth. So let's see what's inside. We have our little lens on that side. In fact, I want to try and grab the other end. There we go. And there's our lens. Okay, so let's get the Hero 9 in to play. Let's get this lens off, shall we? One hard turn 90 degrees gets our lens off. Let's get this one on. So let's put these bad boys together and make sure we're seated and twist 90 degrees, he says. This is a bit more awkward than I thought it would be. Oh, I've twisted the case. Started to twist the case, so let's just do this by hand. Wow, that is taking some doing. Are we on? Yeah, that took quite the effort just to get it home, just get the last twist in, but I think we're all squared away now. Well, yeah, I think so. Thing is, what's going to annoy me is I've seen other videos and they've got the words Max lens mod on the outside. I don't really want it on the inside, so let's undo. But it's quite tight, as it probably should be, because you don't want it falling off. Okay, well, let's get the GoPro switched on, shall we? Let's clean the back screen so you can see it without any smudges in the way. And you can see things are looking pretty weird at the moment with the default settings with this new lens on. So let's bring down the settings and hit this icon here. Hopefully you can see it. Might be a bit washed out actually, sorry about that, but bottom right option, which is enabling the Max lens mod. We are now active. Hit the bottom there, check the settings. Max Superview, Max Hypersmooth, I think you can see all that just about maybe. Horizon lock, that's what I want to test basically, so let's turn that on. I'm not so sure about Hypersmooth. Oh, you only got off and on, so I might as well turn it on. You have more settings when you're not using the new Max lens mod. Basically enabling this mod or activating this mod mode switches off a few of the options on a GoPro. But I don't think that'll bother me because the Max lens is one of the main reasons I bought the camera. Right, I think that's about it. Don't think there's anything else I need to switch on. Oh, bitrate. Get out of here. I'm having a high bitrate. Thank you very much. You can always reduce the quality if you need to reduce the file size, but you can't add quality later, so I'd rather have it on high. Sharpness, medium, I think I'd prefer. I tried sharp mode, seemed a bit sharp. Tried low mode, seemed a bit soft, so we'll bang it on medium. So we'll see what this looks like on my little test ride shortly. Test 1 with the Max lens mod fitted. 2.7K, 50 FPS. And there's the horizon. Keep it level. So what I'm going to do here as I'm riding is tilt my head to the left by about 45 degrees now. 45 degrees, back up to upright, and now behave for the roundabout. Now I'm on the straight and narrow. I shall do that to the right side. 3, 2, 1, tilt my head to the right 45 degrees and back up again to see what happens to the horizon. That was it. I'm going to look to the right here and look forward again, set off. Now I have been out on a ride with the GoPro in its standard configuration, no fancy lenses added on. And the thing that I found really jarring is when I look at my mirrors, as you can imagine with a GoPro or any action camera pretty much, then the camera is also looking towards the mirror as well. Now basically I'm not used to that. Yeah, I'm not used to that because I'm used to having a 360 camera on the chin piece of my crash helmet. And when I move my head, the POV, the point of view, is still looking straight ahead. It can just do that, which I realise now is really nice. And I'm really going to miss it. But at least if I look out down at an angle, the horizon should still be straight. It shouldn't be twisted. I went round that corner there with my head in a kind of a unnatural position. It was kind of still in line with the bike, so my head went over about 20 degrees or so. Hopefully the horizon is still level. So why am I moving to a GoPro? Why do I not stick with the 360 camera? Or buy the latest 360 camera, the Insta360 One X2? Well, there's a couple of problems with those 360 cameras. I should know, I've had a Insta360 One X for nearly 2 years now. And the problem is, if you use it like a helmet cam, you're not really using it as it's designed. You're not using it as a 360 camera, you're kind of using it as a well, it's a conventional action camera, and when you do, the picture quality really isn't very good. Technically it says 1080p quality if you're just using it as a single point of view camera, but in reality it looks worse than that. So that will also affect the GoPro Max, similar sort of thing. It's got a hero mode, but it's pretty much 1080p quality or less when you use it. Well, I want to step up my game. I want to have a better image quality of my videos from the helmet cam. I'm just going to look up in a minute once I pass the pedestrian crossing. Looking up, looking down. The other thing that's really got my goat is every 30 minutes it takes about 7 to 8 seconds to finish one recording and have the camera start another recording. So when you're recording continuously, when you're recording for a long time, every 30 minutes you lose nearly 8 seconds, which doesn't sound like a lot, and it isn't, but when you're trying to sync the footage up from a 360 camera to other cameras or to external audio, separate audio track, it's a pain in the backside. Always has been, because the gap between recordings isn't fixed. Sometimes it's 7.4 seconds, sometimes it's 7.8 seconds. It's just random.
the gap between the recordings. So you can't just stick to an arbitrary kind of a generic gap and have it work. And I've had enough of that. So I wanted to improve quality. I wanted to get rid of these gaps once and for all in my helmet cam footage. And I think this gets the job done, hopefully. So yeah, looking down right mirror, looking down left mirror, right mirror, left mirror, right mirror, look behind me, look behind me. It's just a test so I can see what the footage looks like. Look over them Bar Hills over there to the right, Robbinswood Hill over there to the right. That's the first test. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to stare at the bike. I'm going to look a bit weird, but I'm going to tilt my head 45 degrees to the left now, and to the right now, and back up right again. Hopefully that will stay nice and level. Let's get around this roundabout. Hopefully there's no diesel on the road. Hopefully the horizon's staying nice and level. Anything else? Let's look up. Look at that top of that lamppost there. Look down, look at the clocks. Look at my feet. Just to see what the camera makes of all my foolishness. Oh, you're going to get a blast of sunlight. Be interesting to see whether you get any lens flare. So I'm looking straight at the sun now. Well, not staring at the sun. I used to do that as a kid. I don't do that anymore. Ooh, can I sneak to the front here? It's pretty busy at the front there, but I reckon I might be able to just manage it. Give me first gear, please. Oh, not quite. Oh, we've got a Subaru. Ah, spot on. So yeah, hopefully the old Max lens mod is worth the price. Oh yeah, price. I can't remember the official RRP price, but when I bought the GoPro, I bought it at a reduced price because I signed up for the GoPro subscription. So the GoPro cost me, including the subscription for the first year, $329.99, I think, or $325.99. So since I'm now a subscriber, I get a discount on certain accessories. So the discounted price for the lens mod was $62.99. I think it's something like $89.99 new without the discount. The thing is, with this little combo, with these discounted prices, they come in at a lower price than the new Insta360 One X2 360 camera, which I was considering. There's no discounts for that one, and that is priced at $429.99. The fact that the picture quality isn't substantially better than the One X that I've got now, and it's still got those gaps in between the 30-minute recordings, means it just wasn't compelling enough for me to pull the trigger on that.
Right then, so I've done my little ride with the Max lens mod. What do I think? Well, the horizon leveling, kind of tilting leveling, is spot on. That is as good as I hoped it would be. It's kept that level really straight. Even when I tilt my helmet or tilt my head from side to side like that, it was really horizontal. Now, you could have done that without the lens, without this Max lens mod. You can tilt up to around about maximum 45 degrees either way. But past that, then it starts to, well, it can't tilt it any further, so the horizon does start to move after that point. Also, without that lens, the field of view is quite narrow. Max lens mod gives you a much wider field of view. It's almost too wide actually. Things look quite far away in the video that are actually quite close. I will play with the less wide field of view. There's a mode called wide instead of Max Superview, so I'll give that a go at some point to see if it brings things a bit closer, but don't let me lose too much off the size of the picture. And one thing I wasn't a big fan of really though was the Max Hypersmooth mode. Unfortunately, it's either on Max Hypersmooth or off. With the Max lens mod, there is no in between. There's no intermediate settings. You only get more settings if you're not using the lens. So I'll have to live with it. What don't I like? It's the way when you've got the camera pointing at one position and you start to move the camera or move your head, and it just holds on for it for a little while and then jumps to the next position. I probably shouldn't draw too much attention to that actually, because that's what you'll be looking at from now on, so I didn't say anything. But overall, I'm pretty happy with what the lens has done for me. Really happy actually with the fact that I can kind of tilt it or tilt my helmet or lean left and right up to, well, I can even crash and I'll still be fine. So, I didn't mean that. So yeah, it's a good improvement to what the Hero 9 can do in terms of leveling the horizon and getting a good view, a good field of view in the image. So thanks for watching this initial review of the Max lens mod, and I'll see you in another video. Cheers.